What's up, y'all? This is Ty. It's time for another review of one of my favorite shows on TV right now, Big Rich Town, aka, well, actually, the name is Power, not Big Rich Town, but I just like going Big Rich Town, like the theme song, real catchy. Um, this is season 3. This is episode 6, which was titled The Right Decision. But I got a new title for the episode called On My Own. That's what it should have been called. Why did it end this way? But like the show, I'm going to get back to that why I'm singing that. That's for you, Angela. We're going to tie that in at the end, but let's start off with the beginning. So we know that Holly is dead. Tommy choked her out last week, and Ghost helped him bury the body. So this week they gotta get rid of Lobos. So they're teaming up to get rid of Lobos. So they bring Tasha in and like, listen, Tasha, we gotta get rid of Lobos, but we need your help in causing a diversion so that when this happens, they think I'm over on this business trip with you, handling a business about expanding the nightclub business, when in actuality, I'm out here I'm out here getting rid of Lobos. So Tasha's like, you always got me in your dirty work, blah, 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 blah. Tasha mentions Holly. She's like, where's Holly? And, they ain't tell her I was funny. It's funny they didn't tell her that Holly's dead. They should just tell her. And, she goes to Ghost. She's like, Ghost, does Tommy know that Holly's pregnant? Did they have a fight because he found out she was pregnant and he's acting up? He was like, I don't know. I'm staying out of that. And I'm like, dag, she don't know. So they didn't tell her. But anyway, no big deal. Rest in peace again, Holly, although I didn't like you. No big deal. Moving right along. Let's move on to the scene with Lobos. You see Lobos being transported. They have him in the van. He's getting on my nerves at this point. He's a little over the top. He's in the van with Greg and another one of the officers, and he's just acting stupid and making, because he knows he's about to be broken out. He know that he's about to be rescued, so to speak, from his people. We see Tommy with Lobos' people. They're getting up. They're getting in gear. They got their guns. They got everything they need because there's an inside man. Mike is their inside man. So they know all the ins and outs. They know what van to go to, how to break Lobos free. So that scene, pretty good scene. You see the van, the tires get popped. You see them shooting. They bust Lobos out. Pop, 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 pop. You see Greg get shot up, so I'm thinking, damn, Greg is dead. I thought Greg was dead. I jumped the gun. Yes, I did. I thought they killed Greg, but they didn't kill Greg. We fast forward a little bit after that scene. Everybody's panicking. You see Angela in the office like crying. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, she still got feelings for Greg? Or is she guilty from what she did to Greg last season? She's thinking Greg is dead too, like I am. And you see Mike sweating bullets and looking at the phone like, okay, is this escape going the way it's supposed to be? Because, he dirty. He's a rat. So you see they get Lobos. They take Lobos into a car with Tommy. The Lobos' little sidekick says something to Lobos. So when are we going to get rid of him? Speaking of Tommy. But pow, pop, pop. Ghost pops him. No, no, no. It's not how you think it's going down, Lobos. So Ghost and Tommy now have Lobos. So they take Lobos to this, deserted land, and they're walking with him. They got it all planned out. By this point, Lobos is getting on my nerves because I'm sick of his whole over the top just foolishness, his empty threats. So he's like, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to do this. And then he makes a threat about, he said, I have someone on the inside. We know you got somebody on the inside. We know you got a rat on the inside. And once something happens to me, he tells Ghost, once something happens to me, your little friend, your little girlfriend Angela, she's going to get killed. So now Ghost is like, oh, we can't do it until he calls it off. He might kill Angela. Now I'm annoyed because I'm like, if y'all don't kill Lobos and get this over with, I'm getting all upset. But I had to think about it. The show is an hour, so they gotta drag it on a little bit. But at first I'm like, kill him already. He's getting on my nerves. Kill him. Then he says to Tommy, and your girlfriend, she's as good as dead. And Tommy's like, are you talking about Holly? And he's like, that's when they realize this guy's making empty threats because Holly dead. Holly is dead. Holly is dead. So they're like, okay, come on, we're going to kill him. We got to get him in the right location. Now we go back to the headquarters and we see Greg coming in. That's when I realized, oh, Greg is not dead. He just got shot. Greg is pissed. And he's like, this was an inside job. And he's swearing to God. He's like, I know, I could tell he's looking like, I know Angela had something to do with this. He's like, this is an inside job. Angela had something to do with this, and I'm going to prove it. Meanwhile, Mike is sweating bullets, and Mike is like, oh no, you just, this your adrenaline. Because he's like, wait a minute, how did they know about where his tracking device was? They know what van he was in. He's like, somebody leaked this information. That's how they were able to get Lobos. But the plot thickens because one of Lobos' people calls Mike, and he's like, where's Lobos? So now Mike is really sweating bullets. He's like, oh my goodness. It's going back to Lobos, Tommy, and Ghost. They're deciding how they're going to get rid of him, like what location. Lobos is still talking crap. The phone rings. So now Tommy and Ghost are like, wait a minute, I didn't know he had a phone on him. I thought you checked. Where's this phone? They check inside. They see that there's another phone. That was Mike trying to call Lobos. And so they destroy the phone. And now they're like, no, we can't kill him here. And then they're arguing about whether they should kill him there. Or should they move him? The phone tracking tower, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting annoyed because I'm like, kill this man already. I want him dead. I know. I didn't turn violent. I'm like, just kill him already. It's irritating me. Then Lobos runs off. Now I'm really pissed. He runs off. So I'm saying to myself, if y'all let Lobos survive another episode, if he gets away, this is ridiculous. Because now y'all are just being bumbling idiots. This is really ridiculous. Come on. Y'all better kill this man in this episode, or I'm going to write a letter to stars, and I'm going to write a letter to the executive producer of the show. I wasn't going to do none of that. I'm just talking junk. But anyway, that's how I felt. But lo and behold, they chase him. They're looking for him. Now they're looking for him. I'm like, he can't escape. That's too corny. He can't escape. It gets dark. Boom! Lobos hits Ghost over the head with a tree branch. They're tussling. I'm like, come on now. Kill this man already. They're tussling. Finally, Ghost gets the advantage. Pop, pop. He kills Lobos. Lobos is dead. So now he's like, let him lay out here. Let the vultures eat him. So now let's go back to Let's go to Ghost and Tasha. So Ghost, Tasha done did her dirty work at the hotel, pretending like Ghost is with her on this trip, and he's in the shower, blah blah blah. She discovers the separation papers because Ghost is trying to separate from her to go make a wife out of his little side piece or whatever he want to do with Angela. So she confronts him about that. That's a pretty good scene. I thought it was a funny scene because he's like, we're free now, and I killed Lobos and we're free. You don't have to worry. Things are different now. Things will work out. She's like, look, I'm here doing your work, and the kids are acting up. Tyreek ain't listening to my mother, this, that, and the third. He tried to run out of the house. He's talking back. And so she's arguing. She's like, I'm sick of you. And she said, by the way, I signed the papers because I'm sick of you. She signed the papers. He's like, oh, you don't understand. Then Ghost tried to get into bed with Angela. Not with Angela, with Tasha. Tasha was like, I don't think so. You sleeping on the couch. But you know what? I would have tried it too. I ain't gonna front. I would have tried the same thing. I would have tried to lay with her too. But that didn't work out. Tasha wasn't having it. Tasha said, look, I'm sick of you. I'm done with you. I've signed the papers. So it appears that her and Ghost, they're wrapping it up. They're making it officially. They're divorcing. They're separating. So I'm like, okay, this episode is wrapping up a little too neatly. We still got some ways to go. I'm looking. We still got some ways to go in this episode. And I'm like, hold on. They killed Lobos, but I know this show has been renewed for 2 more seasons. Ghost, you ain't in the clear. You're not going to go clean totally. Something else got to give. As soon as I say that, let's go to Club Truth. Earlier in the episode, Ghost is telling that security guard who saved his life in the last episode from the Jamaicans, you know, I don't need you following me. And I'm like, you ungrateful so-and-so. This man just saved your life. You talking about you don't need him following you. No, come on. He just saved your life. So now we fast forward to the scene where Ghost is speaking to the same security guard. And he's like, you know what? I don't need your services anymore. So the guy's like, well, that's a little strange coming from someone who I just saved your life. And you telling me you're firing me after I just saved your life? He's like, well, Ghost is like, don't question me. You know, he tried to get cool with it. Don't question me. You know, you're fired. Why the dude was like, oh, I guess you must have killed Lobos. I clutched my pearls. I don't wear pearls. But I was like, oh, yo, Tommy was like, Ghost was like, oh, I did like this. I was like, whoa, who is this dude? Yo, this dude, turns out this is Milan. He had the connections with Vladimir. Ghost, you stole his money. You killed Vladimir. He was like, let me tell you something. I know about you. I know your club. You let me get close to you because you were so busy watching Lobos. You let me get close to you. I know your baby. I know your children. I know where your wife stays. I know your side piece. I know it all. I'm not going to kill you. You're very, very valuable right now, Ghost. You and Tommy going to reunite, get back together, and y'all going to hit the streets again. You ain't going clean. You owe me. You got to make it up to me. I was like, wow, that was crazy. Clever, 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 because I never trusted that security. I never trusted him, but I had no clue he was Milan, and you heard what Tommy said. That's the dude that eat people? And Tommy brought up a great point. He said, you can't just kill him. This is a dangerous guy right here. And he's like, and how you going to be with Angela when she thinks you've gone straight and now you going back into business? Oh, boy. It was getting hot and heavy. I'm telling you, I got to take this tie off. It's getting hot in here. Whew. He was like, how you going back? How you going to be with her? She think you clean. You can't be with her. She think you clean. So what's going on with that? I'm like, Tommy has a point. Now Tommy is making sense. And this is the first time I'm like, Ghost, now you're slipping, because usually Ghost is always ahead. I said in the last episode, Ghost is always ahead of everybody, one step ahead. But he didn't see this coming. He's slipping, just like they slipped and they didn't find that phone on Lobos until it started ringing. I'm like, come on, y'all being bumbling now. Come on, Ghost, you're supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to have it more together. So I was like, damn, get it together, man. He's slipping. So at the end of the episode, you see him go to Angela, and he's like, well, Angela, I'm gonna have to let you go. Tyreek is acting up. I gotta go back with my wife. It's the right thing to do. It's the right decision. She's crying. She's like, but you filed the separation. You both signed the separation papers. What happened? Listen, he got to take care of his family. He got to make sure they safe. He don't want Milan eating his wife and children. He don't want that happening. So Angela, sorry, side piece. You're not wifey. I'm sorry. I have to go back over here to my wife and my 3 children. So she's crying. That's why I said it was on my own. Why did it end this way? She's crying. He's crying. They all boo-hooing. But it was a really, really, really good episode. Very clever writing. I like how they bring stories back and they tie things into each other. The security guard being shady and finding out that he actually is going to be a bigger character, and that was really clever. And I'm looking forward to next week's episode and what they plan to do this season, because Kanan is going to be coming back, and it's just going to be crazy because Milan wants his money, and Milan's like, you're not going legit, not till you finish this. So I got to see how Ghost is going to get out of this. Great episode. I'm pleased. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the new subscribers, all the likes, comments, the emails I've been getting. I appreciate it. Check out my other videos. Show a brother some love on my GoFundMe page. Yes, I'll be begging for money. Yes, I'll be begging. That's it for now. God bless. Have a good evening. I'm out.